And people, Handylust, and welcome back to Troubleshooter, Abandoned Children. I waited for a couple of months to let some story updates kick in, early since about May for some story content to kick in. So, what we have since May 8th at least, we got 2 updates that bring 2 new story missions. I also may attempt Crab Brave Hell again, so we'll see how that goes. Whoops. Return. We will just continue, since we're in that right now, actually. Well, that's proof of concept. We have 3 companies, and that's it. And one of them can be an offline company. Or you can make them all offline or online, as you desire, but keep mine online, because the benefits of having it online are well worth it for the occasional delays in maintenance that you get. Anyway, maintenance should be over. So, I wanted to start from the menu because on rare occasion, if there's like a story thing going on, it might automatically pop up if you start. So, I'm preparing to make sure there isn't like a weird story thing that occurs when we log in. Which is why we started from that menu instead. Anyway. Alright. Well. Cook of gas, and let's see. It's me, Streamlabs, and the open road. Perfection. Oh shit! Wait, what? What are they doing? It sounds like sports. Give me the CG. Is it sports? It's fucking sports. It was tennis or something. Damn. Oh, squash. Listen, Bianca. For the last 2 years since they began to chase Ramgist, they had stuck together most of the time. They had spent their time mostly on gathering information about Ramgist and retrieving his artworks. When they finally had time for themselves, they frequented cultural facilities, streets, and markets as Bianca wished. If we knew it, we would have registered for a year. Right, I thought a month would do. "10 months to go, the turning point." B. Ramgist's trace ended Windwall District. Dimitri didn't do that on purpose. Ramgist's artworks helped them chase after Ramgist the most. Looking for a place where Ramgist's latest artworks were traded, they arrived at Windwall District. However, what the dealer introduced as Ramgist's artworks were well-made imitations. Furthermore, due to Windwall District's poor public order, searching for Ramgist became harder. Their journey has finally run up against an obstacle. They started to spend more time in their room, and 4 months had passed meaninglessly. I should not let Bianca be like this. I'm assuming it's supposed to be like a thought bubble. B, let's have a walk. No, I'll stay. B, please. Huh? What's with her? You're right about what you're seeing. I want to go. You're running away? I didn't plan to do this. I know. That's why I said please. Oh, Ramgist painting. Alyssa had never said please since they had met. For the first time, she asked Bianca to join her and she brought her to the sports center. It was a rainy day on the weekend. I like how this is a Ramtus artwork, actually. Or maybe a pale imitation of one. I don't know. There were dozens of families, friends, and couples in the indoor squash court. Oh, that's squash. I think I've seen something like that. We end up calling it racquetball over here in the States. But, yeah, that's cool. Do I have to wear this? If you're going to do it, you should do it properly. You see, she likes to dress up and occasionally just dress in black. Stop whining and hang out with me for a day. Why'd you choose squash? Because it's raining outside? Huh, is that all to it? Probably because I am better at it? As a noblewoman, Bianca has been taught to play tennis for a long time. Bianca theoretically understood that experience in other sports would not be of great use in playing squash. However, to Bianca, who had been taught by a professional tennis player for more than 10 years, squash seemed like a piece of cake. As we have said, if I score a set, I'm returning. Alright. Try it if you can. Love all! Intense exercise after a long time. Bianca had trouble catching her breath. Are you okay? Not okay. You're pretty good at squash. We could have gone straight back to our room. As Alyssa threw herself in, Bianca tried her best. It did not take long for Bianca to get used to the court and the rules, but it was Alyssa who scored all 5 sets. As Alyssa scored the first set, Bianca realized the gap between her and Alyssa. But at least one set. Alyssa, you're good at squash. Of course. I was a squash player in the army of the Karis Union. Alyssa wanted to cheer up Bianca, who was growing anxious by passing days. If they were to play squash together, Alyssa was confident that she could lead Bianca and would cheer her up. What? That's unfair. Well, you also told me that you were new to squash. Alyssa knew that Bianca's strength and reflex were beyond those of ordinary people. As they began to play squash, Bianca focused deeply on the game, although she was not accustomed to it. She thought she would lead the game easily, but Bianca scored a few rounds during the game. I haven't met a beginner player scoring a round against a once professional player. I played tennis for about 10 years. Not that I wanted to, though. Thought bubble. Must be an outcome of elite education the wealthy and powerful ones conduct on their kids. That's kind of a weird way of saying, yeah, they're all educated. It's quite different from tennis, isn't it? You're right. B would have won if it were tennis. Right, I would have. So, how's your day? Would you like to play sports every weekend or during your spare time? Since the beginning of the journey, Alyssa and Bianca spent their free time alone. And for most cases, Alyssa would conform to what Bianca had decided. What was that? What you wanted to say? Alyssa's request. Where they have arrived was a squash court. She knew why Alyssa had brought her here. Such shyness and solicitude felt uncomfortable, and she wanted time alone. What do you say? You look much better than you were this morning. Alright. Bianca was tired, and her head steamed due to intense sports. Something that troubled her seemed not to bother her at the moment. Alyssa, you think of me as someone simple-minded. Huh? You heard me. What's the big deal? I like you anyway. Deep breath. Bianca's panting that seemed not to stop tailed off. Melissa, would you like to go out in the morning tomorrow to see the sunrise in a nearby loading dock? Loading dock? Yes. Oh, the dock from that painting. Yes, Roger, loading dock. We'll restart from there. I owe you, Alyssa. How's squash? Frankly speaking, I don't know. But it's great that I can compete with you. So all you want is to beat me? Right. I lost today, but next time... I am not going to let you beat me. We'll see. And we're back at home. Breaking news! Oh shit! From this point on, Valhalla Central Disaster and Safety Countermeasures Headquarters has labeled the unprecedented Great Migration of Crabmits in Ashen Sea as a natural disaster. Furthermore, the headquarters has requested the troubleshooters to help the police in the district that is expected to be attacked. Oh shit. Yet another request for dispatch in such heavy rain. You're right. The boy would not turn his back on such a matter. Everyone, wrap up what you have been doing and please come back to the office. If you would come back while I'm still here, I will serve you hot tea. Great, I won't say no. We're going in this weather? Don't you think this is a job for Black Tiger? They have more people than us. But if you're not willing to go, you can rest. I'll tell Albus. Callie, I am a socialized person. Personal preference stays personal. I understand that this is my job. You talk fluently. Did it go up? Let's go. You're going out in this weather? Should we take a day off today? We can? I can talk it out with Albus. What about Irene and Anne? Giselle? They'll probably go. Well, Alyssa, you don't have to deal with my whining too much. Let's go. Sure. Alright, so I am actually going to do something real quick here. Whoops, wrong button. Difficulty. I'm going to crank it down to easy for these starting story missions. Because I do not know what the fuck to expect out of any of this. Anyway, with that said, let's go to the office. I'm assuming that's our next spot. Interesting. To the office. According to the police, they have spotted Crabmit packs that move north much faster than they expected. Albus delivers information he got from the police to the members of the company. Basic description of the marine beast and its dangers. The police maneuver to minimize confusion and disorder caused by the Crabmit pet intruding the city. And they lost the role. Currently, VHPD and Black Tiger Corporation are installing electronic webs on the riverside roads. Our team will stop Crabmits from entering the site. What? Boss. Huh? Why are we always taking jobs that seem more dangerous than the Tigers take? This mission is not even ranked high in security rank. Dispatch under bad weather. And unbalanced role allocations between Black Tiger Corporation and its company ever since subjugation of White Tiger Gang disaffected Scion. Scion, installing electronic webs on Riverside Road is not an easy job. And to run the web quickly, they have to install it simultaneously. To correct those who install it, we need a lot of people. People. There are so many of them, why don't they deal with the Crabmits as well? Scion discontentedly stares at Albus. Dead silence falls upon the office. Theon, I think that they are also exposed to the danger we're exposed to. Irene? Hero. Those guys who have been taking these jobs dumped all the nasty work on us. I know. But even if that is so, what they're doing is still for the good of the citizens. Hero. I ran disdain troubleshooters who would chase after profits while the citizens left vulnerable. However, over the past year, Nidalos, you realize that a single person cannot save the world. We're all doing what we can in our possessions. Sion, let's do something we can. We're troubleshooters after all. Right, Sion, I'll make sure to support you properly. Beijing is here. Lightning Whiner, stop with the complaints now. Let's listen to the boss briefing so we can get going. Kylie, she hates whining. Huh? What? I said it for the sake of you guys. You did? It seems like I'm the bad guy. Beijing looks in the corner, still a bad guy. What? Is he about to cry? Don't tell me that he is a moron who can't control his emotions. It's always so chaotic here. No, Sion, thank you for telling me how you felt. And everyone, thank you for respecting the decision. I'll think more thoroughly about taking requests from now on. Boy, he's certainly a boss now. After a small fuss, Alice explains their roles and things to remember. This is all we have to do. Let's get ready now. We'll go as soon as we are done preparing. Alright, so we could do a mission control. Let me take a look at what the fuck I've put everyone in. Because honestly, I got everyone level 52. With Crab Hell, among other things. I think 52 is the current max. I'm sure that will increase as time goes on and more story gets added and shit. Anyway. We have an alligator blade. Mastery looks like, as Carol before, he will sword the fuck out of everything. Sword will destroy. Overpowered is good. He cannot be perfectly egoed. Because having Sion be confused is fucking awful, honestly. She's unpredictable and has overpower. Yeah, anyway, she has overpower. And she has counterattack. Or Stallman. Overwhelm. Punishment. She'll just beat the fuck out of anyone that attacks her or attacks her friend or gets near her or attacks her. Yes. Yeah. That. I have her with a Shining Light, which is her HP increases just further. It's gonna be very hard to kill her, honestly. Anyway. Heixing continues to Heixing. We don't even have any abilities to give him. I don't have any Spirit Masters equipped, so I'm not going to equip Veteran's Vigor. That might be a good idea to have. Purely because it'll help with quicker attacking, or quicker turns, rather. I'll give her a Brazen Face. That'll allow me to give her another attack to play with here. Alright, so that might actually be useful on her. So I'll give her that. Because her thing is she likes to not give a shit about their block or dodge. Anyway, you. Be the mindset of hunting. Just hunt on. And I think what I'm going to do with her is I'll give her Brazen Face and see what I can do with her from there. That is a good idea, because that will allow her to it is a oh, it might be worth me figuring out what the fuck the other skill is for Bookworm. Anyway, and you're just here with a lot of stuff. I give you actual suspicion, and we will give you okay, so let's just say fucking give you King's Wealth. Anyway, that's done. You. Have rational, actually. Yeah, have rational suspicion, why not? I'll give you another, thing here. Recluse. Just, yes. Alyssa is gonna get this, that's a good idea for her to have. Just don't worry about vigor, like, ever again. Anyway, enough of that. Still on viewer. Let's continue on with machines. Well, I guess Crabby of Hell is not really here now. Oh well, it's fine. Is everyone here? Alright, everyone is here. We proceed. And crab hell. That's a lot of fucking crabs. Maybe I won't have to deal with crab hell later. Because I think crab hell is already here. I mean, I knew we were supposed to fight crab mitts, but at the same time. Butterfly effect. From today at 9 a.m., Valhalla's Central Disaster and Safe Countermeasure Headquarters label the unprecedented Great Migration of Crab Mitts as a disaster tantamount to a natural disaster as a moving route approach Valhalla. Furthermore, the police and districts are positioned in the expected moving route of Crab Mitt packs issued the highest emergency state. Today, we will discuss the unprecedented Great Migration of the Rain Beast, Crab Mitt, and Action Sea experts in the field. Hello, Senior Researcher Jenny Yu. Could you introduce yourself to us? Hello, I'm Jenny Yu, Senior Researcher working in the Institute of Marine Biology at Valhalla National University. To help our audience understand the situation, could you explain to us the phenomenon briefly? Crab mitts frequently migrate in great number when immature crab mitts with similar spawning seasons grow mature simultaneously. Crab mitts that matured have enormous hunger, and if we exclude giant octopus and starfish, there are no predators that prey on them due to their hard shells. So crab mitts tend not to have a natural enemy, which leads to a decrease in the population of their prey. If they can't find food to eat, they move in packs, and this phenomenon is called the Great Migration. Such a phenomenon is a common case that can be witnessed in other species that form packs just like crab mitts. But numerous experts are raising their voices saying that what's going on is now unprecedented. For the past 100 years, crab mitts' great migrations were directed outside the Aegean Sea. But if we dig a little more into the documents, there were records of the same phenomenon in the far past. So you're saying that the phenomenon was not spotted recently, but existed in the past. You're right. Why was it for the last 100 years it did not happen? Would there be a reason to it? I expect that various factors affect their movement. For the past 10 years, the government of Valhalla and the Adder Empire introduced a quota system to catch fish to protect the marine creatures. They have been setting free the young fishes of the Aegean Sea. On the contrast, the Eastern Alliance could afford overfishing due to the natural abundance of marine resources. They have been letting the fishermen overfish to recover damage from the World War. As a result, the balance between the natural resources the three nations sharing collapsed. We believe that crab mitts that matured in the inner Aegean Sea have moved to where the food was abundant. So it is a man-made disaster. But if they're headed to where the food is abundant, why is it Valhalla instead of the seas of the Adder Empire? Only 20 years ago, Valhalla was also a territory of Adder Empire. I don't think that's really my question. I'm sorry. Firstly, crab mitt was once thought of a creature that lives forever. We now know that it doesn't, but still lives a long life. Moreover, there's research saying that crab mitts form a society using certain signals to communicate. Here, this is my personal opinion. The fact that crab mitts have appeared at Valhalla's southern coast could be evidence that a certain kind of information has been passed down to the current generation crab mitts. I think you're talking about sociality here. Is it right that you're saying that the beast educates its offsprings just like humans? That could be the case, but even if the beast's unique languages exist, we cannot say that they are identical to humans' language. It could merely be a signal repeating certain actions after the other. If crab mitts society was like that of our society, it could be like an oral folktale. Right, but as I have mentioned, this is my personal opinion. Some animal protection groups are asserting that we should not intervene physically with the crab mitts' great migration. Furthermore, they assert that crab mitts are actually amicable to humans. That is very dangerous. Some are urging that maritime people of the past lived together, crab mitts and hunt together. Lots and lots of time or need for the beast and humans coexist. Cases of certain species or even groups being tamed by human or living together with humans always exist. However, if you try to apply it to the entire race, it will cause a disaster. What do you say about Valhalla's central disaster and safety countermeasures headquarters' decision to label the crab mitts intrusion as a disaster? I think it was a proper way to cope with the matter. Last but not least, what would you like to say to our audience? Crabs are ferocious beasts called the tyrants in the marine ecosystem. If you happen to get near crabs, do not approach them. Please leave the site and report to your nearby police station. Fucking crab mitts, man. Now you learn about their deal. Not just crabs. Due to the downpour, the water level of the river has risen greatly. The crab mit packs are now crawling to the nearby coastline. You actually see they're moving north along the river. Accordingly, from 11 a.m. today, all riverside roads of the Action River are closed. Furthermore, Valhalla Central Disaster and Safety and Countermeasures Headquarters asks for citizens' cooperation. Please refrain from leaving home today and follow emergency instructions towards the emergency state. Fucking broadcasting mode here. Albus, we have finished installing the electronic webs in the area. Yes, ma'am. Crab Hell is here. Confrontation. I saw them crawl through the sand. Right, I saw them too. Is that so? Where exactly are they? Whoa. Huh? Which direction? I lost them in a blink. Saw them too. They're gone in this. I was doing much official crab mitts. We should approach carefully. And prepare for an outbreak situation. We should divide the team. Alright, I will. I'll take the lead. Alright, Irene. Alright, so research looks right after the troubleshooter test. That girl's always enthusiastic. Well, it's Alicia and Irene's team. It's Alice who makes decisions. Oh. This guy, Alyssa. Alright then, let's have Bianca, Irene, Sion, and Giselle will make a team. Albus. Yes, Ray? If you allow me, I'd like to join a team instead of Van. Huh? Ray? Interesting. Let's change team. Something is going on here. I was trying to organize a team of members that feel more intimate with each other. It was a decision that was considered teamwork. Hence, put members of Mally and Kylie in a team, Giselle and others in another team. This guy with me, Albus. I'm sorry about saying it so abruptly. I think I know why Ray's doing this. I think I know why. I also wanted to form a team with Bianca and Alyssa. With us? I'm sorry about saying it just before admission. If it bothers you, you can dismiss it. No way, I'm absolutely fine with it. Welcome, Ray. B, if you say that, you're pushing Albus into making a certain decision. Oh. Good God, talking to companies like walking on eggshells. What's going on? Albus, as Ray mentioned, I also think an organizing team very soon will help us develop. Alright. So, a request from Ray. In a situation where they have to fight a custom enemy, Albus didn't want to change the team. Albus, Hannah said it's okay for her, and others don't seem to have problems. Why don't we change the roster as Ray said? Oh. Right, boss. Let's have different members today. I don't mind. I'll say the boss's decision. Why are you dragging? I'll save the original team. Well. Well done. Yeah, I'm done trying to broadcast read there. Just Jesus Christ. Alright, so we have this group here. That is a good lead. Everyone else can be rein firmly in the back. I think the reason why Ray didn't want to be on his team is because of Kylie. There was a moment where she discovered Kylie's past, and yeah. Yeah, he certainly does. There's like the mysterious tape offer from Isaac going on. There's this. There's the fucking clowns that are somewhere, the drifter clowns. There's a lot of things going on right now. And it's been like a little bit more than a month since I've played this, so there's some things I'm going to remember, some things I won't remember quite as well. But playing this game is one thing I remember well. Yeah, she just wants to exterminate the fuck out of things. Alright. Alright, everyone else is starting at 10. Everyone here is starting. Okay. I'll give her chaser mode. And while it does take an action, she's not going to have to worry as much about things like that. Because I don't know where the Cra'abbies are coming from, you see. Alright, our team is here. So what I think I'm going to do is... I'll do Alyssa and Bianca towards the middle here.
그렇게 조급해할 필요 없어.
Sion, I think, will also join them. And I'll have Ray go join Giselle and Irene. Especially Ray, since she has a lot of movement range. Sion will go join these Knuckles heads here. Alright. We're gonna have I think I'll do is I'll have Albus go this way.
목표로 이동하겠습니다.
And can also go that way. Don't know what to expect out of this, so I'll have Haixin go join this side. Lighten, I'm gonna also have go this way. And Kylie can just kind of do whatever, honestly. I'll put her here so she can search that on her next turn and move on. Okay. There are 26 Cra'abbies. There's an enemy. And they burrowed. Huh? Grow underground. Albus, he's supposed to be beneath the ground. I wonder how far do you move underground? Find a concrete structure, I think. Okay. So my assumption is don't stand here, stand there. Although I'm not sure if stone will work. Anyway. I know it spawned somewhere in this area, so I'm gonna put this here. Just in case. There's that. Got a Cra'abby shell ring. This will cause her to lose HP if she puts it on. Okay. Sorry, I had to activate my portable AC unit again. Anyway, we're not putting that on. Trying to remember how to pull up another player. That's what it is. Anyway, I have her equipped with the attack one for my own VV. In version 6 I have on. That's why it's the cubes. Alright. Because I figured that general shooting is going to be better than, well, ESP for the moment.
이거 불확실성이 너무 높아.
What I think I'll do is I'm gonna put out a no. A new confusion protocol. That will make a hologram. That might draw some targets. And she can just like shoot them from there, I guess. She has quite a bit of vigor. Healing is... I'll put her here for a moment. They tend to focus more on the holograms and people, so I think having Haitian down there is just fine. And Irene can handle herself.
너무 긴장하지 않아도 돼.
I'll get some vision ahead. And Albus has pretty good defensive capabilities, so I'll just send him out here. Found a crab. Be wet? Nah, it's fine. No. Goodbye, crab. Alright. That is a level 50 item that is garbage. I'll have her overwatch and snipe. There's an enemy. Alright.
Alright,
so my enemy's down there. That's fucking weird.
드디어 기다려라. 후회해도 이미
This is
늦었어.
fine. Because of that. Oh no! She's in the poison cloud. Fuck. Okay. I should perhaps consider having him go on Irene's side. Given what I know now.
왜 괜찮은 선택인가?
All of us would go with Sam. Or Sion. Anyway. Or Sion. I don't know how to pronounce it. Anyway. Are those glowing lifesavers? Shit. Damn. That's cool. That's cool. I'm gonna have her stand by and wait. Oh no! Alright. Gonna yoink this box here. It is a... not great of a sniper rifle. Okay. I have questions.
걱정하지 마.
It's strictly worse than what he's currently wearing right now. Oh shit! That is not good. Well, that's probably why they said don't engage with them. I guess somebody had to be whipping boy for that. Yeah. Anyway. Let's unveil the crab. That did not unveil the crab.
좋은 선택이야.
I'll put this up. Heard that was gonna happen. Motherfucker. Okay. I do not like dealing with crab mitts, obviously. So I have an idea for crab mitt hell. Commando Man. Cannot be summoned down there.
모든 문제엔 해결법이 있지.
Fuck. Okay. He doesn't care about. They're swept away. So they're going to beat each other up for a little bit.
진작 포기했으면 좋잖아.
They're forced to get out of hibernation. Oh god. Don't worry, Irene, when it gets to their turn, she'll remove all of the weird things. Okay. That's fucking rough, pal. Okay.
Good.
실망스럽군.
Alright.
이것이 바로 정의의 힘이다.
Alright. We got it. He's not in range to tame things, so what we're gonna do is fucking shoot this crab bit. Windhammer. Alright.
그래, 내가 갈게.
Alright. Just bombard them.
비비, 쏴!
Dead.
발버둥이라도 치라고.
Oh no, it's molting. Alright, I guess it's gonna die.
좋은 느낌이야.
Died. Splat.
사냥하기 좋은 위치네.
용서하지 않겠어요.
Please hit all. Alright. Y'all have Rain Bucket. And they're healing. God, I hate crab myths already. Jesus fucking Christ. Okay. Well, at least a lot of them are convening over here.
비비 쏴.
Just die.
넌 내 기억에서 지우도록 하지.
Don't ever get molt again. Oh shit! Okay, that was weird. That was wild. Fucking Crab is assaulting the cops. Cowards.
즐거운 시간이.
That's a lot of dead crabs down there, and holy shit. Alright.
알았어.
I'll teleport past Latin there and put you here. And kill its crab.
Quick shaving!
Splat. Oh shit.
충분해. 맡겨줘.
If only that could penetrate the underground.
네, 지금 달려가요.
I'll wait for him to get closer and crab hell. Dead.
나쁘지 않아.
Trying to get punched. Punch him! Oh shit. This spawns the crabs you see. Be able to the hell out of there.
너무 긴장하지 않아도 돼.
Ugh. There are a lot of crabs that just don't want to. I guess it's gonna be Latin's job at this point. I forgot to switch out hacking protocol again for these missions. A thing that I will always have in these streams. I'll forget to remove hacking protocol from her. For when we're not dealing with the non-hackable targets. I'll let her stay and hang. Scrubs gotta get out of the ground some day. Oh shit. You know what? Stone Man cannot come out because it's raining outside. However, my boy, Tengu Man, can come out. Gotcha. Where's that crab? No. That frog went to its death. Yeah, I almost went down here. Anyway, fucking hell.
가슴이 떨려 죽겠어요.
No, it's not really healing, but it should get her turn to come faster, so that she can like tell Lightning to move with her action. Anyway.
오케이.
Right, she'll be overcharged at this point.
모노 비비 가자.
I knew that hologram would come in handy.
당신의 저항도 여기까지.
And dead. Alright. Well. Crabs are back. At least there aren't that many of them left. Come for Tengu Man, I fucking dare you. Get in here, bro. Time to end crab hell. Wow. Ribbon. There's the other one.
네, 지금 달려가요.
One's dead.
여기까지야. 이젠 끝내야 해.
Trying to just show that off. Just destroy the fuck out of him with a bow attack. Bring her closer to
괜찮은 선택이야.
either Ray or Anne to heal. There aren't that many crabs left. They're pretty much exclusively
오, 훌륭하군.
That was not much of a chance to hit, but it hit.
어차피 가고요.
It fucking exploded. That's weird. Up on that side of that divider there.
여기 맞지?
There's a crab. Oh fuck. Alright, I have a plan. You, Tengu Man. Eat its ass. That's right. Get some levels, my friend. Amazing.
용서하지 않겠어.
It collided with itself. And it's dead.
실망스럽군.
There's one crab meat left, and it's that fucker right there. Well, rest assured I have a plan. One.
다음 목표는 누구로 할까?
A shame that Albus had to fucking die in this mission.
아프지 하지 말아요.
or be knocked out for a bit. I have a plan. Kylie is gonna do her thing by appointing this dude here.
모노 비비 가자.
Go for it. I guess not. Just gain regeneration. There you go. That's cool.
Let's go.
Will it come? Will it blend? This and more. When I just keep soaking the fuck out of this guy's area with various debuffs. Poison is a
여기
bitch.
맞지?
Will this asshole ever come out to play? Please come out and play. I want to see you. Oh, fuck! Okay. Maybe I shouldn't have goaded it into action. Well, in that case... Explode. Oh god!
아플 거예요.
I just saw that. Holy shit. Just come out. Fuck. Oh no, I'm dead. Oh god, I gotta do broadcaster mode again. Central Disaster and Safe Countermeasures Headquarters declared that from the current time, electronic webs have been installed all over the Ashen River. Hence, emergency states and districts will be lowered by one level, and the Ashen River Riverside roads no more restricted. However, the Ashen River and the Ashen Harbor will be closed until all crab bits are eradicated. Valhalla Central Disaster and Safety Countermeasures Headquarters estimates that it will take at least a month to exterminate all crab bits in the Ashen River. You know, Albus is fucking dead. Here. Thank you for sparing your time. Yes, for me to come, so I won't hold back. Alright. Meanwhile, Ray and Giselle have a moment here. You don't have to be. Don't feel burdened. It's Albus' mistake. He's been focused only on performance and company, missing out on what is going on between the members. Is that why you asked for my time? Ray is hesitant to say what was in her mind. Come on, he can tell me what you want. Alright. I don't think this job suits me. I can't concentrate even at important moments. I have no dreams of becoming a troubleshooter. I don't feel navigation like Albus, Irene, or Anne, or as much enthusiasm, I'm assuming is what they meant. And I'm doing alright. I'm glad you're doing well. Exhausted, but at least you're having a good time. As much enthusiasm as you do. If I continue like this, I'll only get the other members hurt. So? I should quit, right? I don't know. If that's what you want, you should. Right? Do you want me to sympathize with your decision, or stop you? I don't care about your life. My life alone is already complicated and I have much to deal with. I'm sorry, I have troubled you. Have you looked into yourself before? Do you know what you actually want? what I actually want. Yes, what are your inner thoughts? What is my inner thought? Sense betrayal I feel from Kylie? Yeah, the thing is, she had found out the hard way that Kylie is the, quite possibly the future, crime syndicate boss of a group that's not here. Yeah. Being upset by Haishing, because Haishing knew this and tried to keep it from her. Rage against Latin, because Latin, had worked with a guy named Carter who turned out to be a bag of dicks. Compassion towards Carter. In the life of Deanne, Claire, and Angela. Her, friends that she, started a spray painting guild with, basically. I want to live with my friends from this town having fun. Promise? Yes. Well, you already having going for friends, huh? I saw you on the weekends while I was shopping with Jane. How loudly the kids were laughing in the streets. They're lovely friends. I can tell, they seem to be. Right? The presence supports me. Good. Are your troubles resolved now? What is my inner thought? Asian silence suffocates me, and Latin's levity irritates me. Kylie, she's full of contradictions. When she acts like there is nothing between them, I feel daunted. Getting away from such an awkward situation is what my heart craves for. I guess office life doesn't suit me. Well, you should quit then. Right. Is that the end of your problem? As Giselle asked me back, I felt suffocating. Why do I feel like I'm drowning? Why can't I just give up something that I hold? Why have I become like this? Ray. Yes? Worked with me for a while in the company. Pardon? Aren't you feeling awkward in the company? I have something to investigate privately, so I'll be working away from the office if there are no missions to attend to. I'll ask Albus so we can work as a team. You don't have to. I don't want to bother others anymore. It bothers me more to call me out after work. Ray. Yes? I am older than you and have more experience. That doesn't mean I can give you proper advice. After all, I am not you. Alright? However, I can make you some time and space to contemplate your troubles. That is the best I can do for you as a team member. Thank you, Giselle. Good. Don't rush over you. Take your time. And that completes confrontation, which I'm assuming is, yeah, that. Anyway, return. We got some random monster shit here. That's good. Some items I picked up from boxes. Rank, excellent. Albus fucking died. Rank is excellent, though. Activity report has arrived. What are our earnings this month? Crow Street went down, but everything stays the same. Crow Street went up. The Silver Cloud went up for some reason. Chalfog and Magenta Street went down slightly because, well, things. We got random shit from site cleanup of Grove Street District. That I can just like grind up into something, and this I can maybe give to somebody. So that resists blunt attacks, it seems. Hey, you're right. They have been out in the rain for a long time. Something that Bianca's not accustomed to. Shirts, wet and soggy from rain and sweat, stick to their body, boots all wet, making their steps heavy. Drops of rain-soaked hair blurred their eyes. It was unpleasant and annoying. If you're tired, don't wait for me. Okay. But others did not reveal their emotions. Alyssa, of course. Even Anne, the youngest. Also Sion, who has been whining for admission, and Giselle. Serious regard towards the unfavorable situation existed, but none were complaints. This should be life at work. Bianca wants to believe that when she leaves LeBlanc, she would live an ordinary life just like all others. She fled from her family, you see. However, Bianca realized that she had different social background and education as she traveled with Alyssa. Disparities. When Ned decided to join Alps's company, Alyssa told her that she'll need some time to adapt to social life. Bianca thought that meant that she was obliged to take orders from the clumsy boss. Guess I'm the misfit here. 2 years with Alyssa. Bianca thought she had changed with the help of Alyssa during that time. However, Bianca still felt unfamiliar with something that others take for granted, that pressed her heavily. Meanwhile, back to the past. Oh, Lily's so cute. She's like a doll. I can't believe she killed like her to be the master of the palace. Alice, here's the cloth you requested for. Wait for a moment. It's been a long time since all Alice being serious. Leon LeBlanc, the head of LeBlanc family and the master of LeBlanc's palace. As his son Laurent LeBlanc and his spouse, Lena LeBlanc, die in an accident, Leon brings his orphaned granddaughter to the palace. How long do I have to do this? Bianca, my lady, you're next head of the family. You have to understand that you're representing the family, the successor of LeBlanc. A role that was not allowed to Bianca, for Laurent LeBlanc lost his privilege to succeed the family due to more genetic marriage? I'll have to look that up, actually. What is that? Alright, so he married outside of the family, and the person that he married is of lower social status. Okay, that's what that means. He basically married someone that was, like, if this is bourgeoisie, he probably married someone that we consider proletariat. Anyway, I know that already. What I mean is, how long am I supposed to stand there doing nothing? It's almost over. Absence of parents, strange environment, gazing eyes of others. Young Bianca stood still, raised her chin high to hold on to herself from collapsing due to rapid changes in her life. Hurry, I'm getting tired. She's only 10, but she's nothing like girls of her age. Now she just became a head maid. I pity her. It is done, Lady Bianca. Try to walk and tell us if it's too big. Alright. Julie? Yes, ma'am? Bring Batosas, who will be educating etiquettes and courtesies. He'll be in the reception hall. Yes, ma'am. Jessica? Yes, ma'am? Tell Comstock, a literature teacher in Patnam, who will be teaching magic, that Lady Bianca has schedules to attend to. She won't have time today. Yes, ma'am. So that is how she learned how to channel her ESP. Bianca's life in the palace begins. What was waiting for her was a tremendous amount of education to successfully foster a successor of LeBlanc, a noble family of Valhalla. Lady of LeBlanc. Bianca came to head of the family as Leon, the current head, strongly urged. It was an unconventional decision. The upper class of Valhalla were shaken. But at the same time, they realized that this little girl will have power and privilege that others can't dare to tackle. It's a shame that I couldn't see Master Leon. I'm sorry, Master Fizz told me to tell you that he'll be here to greet you next week. And oh shit, what we got here? The YouTube video. I probably do not want to play that because of music. Of DMCA. Demka. I'll be sure to keep that in the back of the mind for later. Okay, no. We're gonna wait. Toot. Let's see. Alright. The gay lord's toot root. Good to know. It could very well be in public domain. I don't fucking know. Let's look this up actually. Now that we're doing that. Gaylords. Music. Okay. It might be safe. We're gonna I'll definitely add that to the music hole. And wait, what? Who the frig is this? Oh. She's from Elle's channel and Basil's channel. Interesting. I'll figure out about that later, I guess. Hopefully they're not like a shitposter or something. I'll give the cursory roll for now. And when I find out more, we find out more. Anyway, doesn't know visits LeBlanc's palace. Bianca told her grandfather Leon that she did not want to show her to them. Leon gave and did whatever her granddaughter wanted, but he did not yield when it comes to the family. My son is the same age as Lady Bianca. I think he would be a good companion to talk with. When Leon was not at the palace, the conversation always progressed the same way. Someone the same age is fine, but I think older ones would be better as you can rely on them. Ludwig is currently taking lessons to feed the family. I think he can advise Bianca in various regions. No adults tried to hide their desires in front of the Lady of LeBlanc. Oh my, Eleanor, he always talks something impossible. Mercedes, whatever. It's fine. Oh, good to know. Fucking assholes, I hate them guys. Alright. Friend of Elle, friend of us. Congratulations. Young kids should socialize with other kids to expand their worlds. Besides, I recall that Ludwig already has a lover? Maria, was it? The singer? Rumors are persistent in nature. And such rumors always fall after the boss of the Bonaparte group. I believe that Ludwig would be too busy to get acquainted with Lady Bianca, and advise her to be his place. At a time like this, a fellow man who can ask for help would be the best partner in life. They're assaulting her with questions about companions. This is bad. Are these kids aware of how old she is? Exactly, Alice. Jesus. The successor of the LeBlanc family. That was a burden young Bianca could not bear. Yeah, she decided to run away from that. This is what I'm going to assume here. Nice hairstyle. Yuri. You know, there are these names that follow me fucking everywhere in these games. There's a bunch of Claudes now in games I play. Now there's 2 Yuris in play. Well, Yuri was in Fire Emblem 3 Houses, now Yuri is here. I can't escape Yuri. Or Claude. I just cannot escape them. Really? That's a relief. Leon dissipated conventions, making Bianca the successor of the LeBlanc family. Edward LeBlanc, Leon's younger brother, was the one who opposed the decision fiercely. With Lauren's morganatic marriage, it was his son Yuri who was going to be the next head of the family. What in the Steven universe? Okay, now it's 4 Claudes I know. There was Claude from Valkyria Chronicles 4. Now, I named my frontman of the Final Fantasy V 4 job Fiesta Claude, and now you're mentioning Claude from the universe. God damn it! This is wild. Okay, yeah. However, Leon was adamant. In return, Leon passed over the seat of the president of the Supreme Council to Edward. Are you gonna be an artist? Wait, Edward. Oh, I see. I see. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I guess they use in this game Morganatic instead to kind of assume the same thing. Hey. Do you like drawing? I do. Frankly speaking, I more like the feeling of someone noticing what I intend to put in the drawing. What? That's peculiar. We all have something peculiar inside us. Maybe, Yuri. Getting to do what you want. You can do whatever you want to. No way. I'm Bianca LeBlanc, next head of the family. Right. Master Bianca. Yuri LeBlanc, a cousin or only friend who she can relate with in the Palace. The son of, Edward LeBlanc. He understood Bianca's trouble, how pressing it is to live as LeBlanc. Anyway, I heard you haven't been attending Toby's classes. Huh? You don't like dancing class? Well, I advise that you should at least have one class to exercise. House again, is it? Nope. I'm not telling you my secret agent. Yuri, that's unfair. Yuri frequented Bianca. Telling how Bianca advised her when needed and became her only friend. Until Yuri was expelled from the family, accused of being a dissident. Dissidents. I have a feeling I know where this is going with that. Oh shit! What is wrong with you? Lady? Bianca, what do you think you're doing? Black Witch. Bianca's 18th birthday. A day Leon promised that they'll have time of their own. What is wrong with you? What has got into you? She's more on trouble than the rumors. Gerard. Just looks fucking miserable. Mom, I'm scared. Bianca, being rude to the guests, apologize. Apologize? Why should I? That's enough. Bianca thought that two of them will spend the day on her birthday without others. To cheer her grandfather up, who she had been quarreling with, she came to the reception hall wearing a dress and a garland. However, as she entered the reception hall, she saw dozens of nobles and two young men waiting for her. Fucking hell. She would have smiled, let the time pass, and argued with her grandfather after they leave. I told you never to do this again! Bianca. You said it'd be Dave just the two of us. You told me there won't be something like this. As Bianca shouted, on the verge of tears, guests started to whisper to each other. I see I've been missing all his etiquettes and courtesies classes. This is all my fault. I raised you wrong. I've been easy on you. Birthday party of his granddaughter became a mess. The young hunter had shame, regretting that he wasn't strict to Bianca. However, that had only gotten Bianca mad. Nonsense! Have I been like this before? You're the one who ruined everything, Leon. Bianca. You still don't distinguish between the official and private matters. As Leon started to raise his voice, guests started to frown. It was a disgrace to the noble family of LeBlanc. Heathers, girl. How could someone live a person with that such temper? I'm scared. I just want to go home. Rude and disrespectful wordings from a lady of noble family. Egocentric behavior that doesn't look after the guest. To others, Bianca seemed like a mere child who doesn't understand her place. Official and private matters? Well, I am surprised. Now I understand. My birthday is merely a means to better the LeBlanc family. What are you expecting for selling over your granddaughter? This girl, she crossed the line. I want to go home. Alice. Yes, Master Leon? Take Bianca to her room and take care of the mess here. Don't touch me. I'll go on my own. Bianca. You're nothing without LeBlanc. Right. You were always like that. I can see why your son ran off. You. Does it hurt to have the truth shoved in your face? Then get your minds right, you senile old man. No, no, no. As Bianca's sharp voice echoed in the reception hall, one by one, the guests started to leave. Alice, take her room now. Yes, Master Leon. Leave me! I said I'd go by myself! What happened on this day became a huge issue in this society. And from this day, Bianca refused to follow her grandfather's orders. She did not hesitate to step back at others who tried to approach her for political reasons. Bianca persisted on as days passed. Own society referred to Bianca as the Black Witch. And that is how she got the name Black Witch. Her retrospection always ended with her rage towards the LeBlanc family. Bianca understood that she had privileges, but she could not accept the fact that she had to live for the family. However, she knew that she had benefited from her status to complain about her situation. She hated the fact that others thought what she complained about was a pleasant worry. But she did not share her feelings with others. It was a burden that only she can handle. You can't sleep? You have any worries? This is just a worry chapter right here. Got Ray worried about her future, and now this. No? How about a beer? Melissa always came by at times of trouble. She reached out for her. Melissa tended her emotions. She was a warm relief. Alright. Back in the Silver Lining, we have a robot to repair. Because it got fucking wrecked. Commando Man is back online. We have some masteries here. Froth at the mouth. What the fuck? Oh. Alright. Lion Bush and Burrow. Light Beast. Underground. Just mostly crab mitt things. I don't have a crab mitt, so I don't really need to worry about that right now. Okay. We're out of cutscene hell, thankfully. I know there's another story event to be had here. And I got some training manuals from that. Yeah, it says literally called Frostmourne Bangle. It's also unidentified. Give me the details. Also, we need a drink. And by drink, she can't have beer, so juice for everyone. And also for everyone, a sandwich. And then the next row, because of course we have more than enough party members. Yeah, Bianca was staying for a long fucking time, wasn't she? Juice and a sandwich. And more story. Ray. Huh? They're going to work outside the office. Get prepared. Really? Yes. Be careful, Ray. Thank you. Albus? Yes. If there is an emergency, call me right away. I'll join you at the site. Alright, Giselle. Ray, tell me if you're ready. Okay, Giselle. So, that is a request mission. We'll look at that in a moment. We have research opportunities in the form of... Where the fuck is it? The Eye of a Mutant. We just need Mutant. Why the fuck would I waste Mutant on this? Seriously. An ability. Call of the Wind is something that I can... That might actually be a good tech choice for Albus to use, considering that his melee attack isn't a wind ability. Good. I'm glad I leveled up Tengu Man. That is a beast ability, that'll be handy. Somebody. You go to the warehouse and check out my beasties. So I have Toadman, Slashman, Stoneman, Shadowman, Hardman, Tenguman, Intellect Man. Tenguman can learn a new thing. Because we're oftentimes going to be... Tenguman's often going to be a lower HP than the targets that he's attacking. Or is attacking. I'm going to give it Eye of Viewing. He's the only one that's going to have this ability. Whereas Hardman, I need to level him up one more. Wait. Never mind, I don't need to level up one more. He's already at max. Anyway, office. Troublemaker list. We have found new creature. Cra'abby. Alright, it's gonna be the Ray and Giselle Hour as our next mission. I think this was the other story update that was introduced. Yeah, it was the other story mission. Alright. Let's get on this grind. Anyway, so I redeemed this game for Ted to play again. Probably next week sometime. So you'll get to see way earlier in the plot before all of the drama starts. Because like I actually had Ted do this game once before, and he got to the point where he was just getting settled in, starting the company up, and he was about to tackle the mission that would get his first like employee, I guess. Alright, so press any key to continue. Oh yeah, also, Bianca and Alyssa are with us because they're hunting down pictures of an artist called Ramgist, who is apparently Bianca's uncle. But that's besides the point. This is the Giselle and Ray episode. It's been a long time. It's hard to meet you. Naturally, a criminal doesn't show himself to a government's watchdog. It's been 10 years since I've met you. You've grown old. So do you. As Ben demanded, Peggy let Ben decide where to meet. I think this might have been during the war, actually. Is what this is supposed to be depicting. Like the war before Valhalla was established to kind of cause peace. In the place Ben invited Peggy, there was a large painting of war on display. Ben Schneider, last hope of Empire. I'm guessing he's from the Adder Empire, by that. This drawing must be Garter Landing operation. Glad you have noticed. Words about your visit reminded me of this place. You're bad-tempered as ever. Garter was the name of the region of the Adder Empire before it was called the Windwall District of Valhalla. Oh! I see. So we're in what used to be Adder Empire territory at this point. During the World War, Garter was a frontline supply base. The Adder Empire's elite knights, the Rose Brigade, were stationed in Garter. It's all on you that this drawing became a historical scene. After the World War was declared, the war became static. To break through, Kerosian decides to ambush. an operation he towards as much as possible to ambush the supply-based Garter. It was the third daughter of Rosnovsky family, who was leading the Rosnovsky Principality's army. Principality being like a region that is ruled like a prince or princess. There's actually one of the Valkyria Chronicles games called Gallia, where it is led by a princess. Anyway. Right, I guess I should have taken over Garter. Rosnovsky Principality's army that was in charge of the operation was comprised of about 1,000 reserve soldiers. This game is translated from Korean to English. It's probably gone through some weird Google Translate hell, so some wording may be strange here and there. It's fine though. I can understand it mostly. These soldiers could not fight against the Rose Brigade, 5,000 elite knights. If they were to fight fair and square, Rosnovsky army would have been annihilated. They were mere pawns that had been thrown out. Karasunian forced Rosnovsky army to sacrifice so that they can preserve their soldiers. However, Peggy and her soldiers overcame the impossibility, taking over Garter a week after he ambushed on the Rose Brigade. It was the grand debut of a war hero. After I took over here, I did not want anything else. So Peggy was in this war. Rather, I wished the war to end. You were greedless than I thought. If the truce had passed, according to war treaty, Garter would have been my territory. I didn't know that. It's a shame you couldn't have it. This is an interesting music choice. After the supply line had been severed, the Outer Empire couldn't persist fighting, retreating back at every battle. Karasunian didn't let go of the chance, pushing toward the capital of the Outer Empire. As a result, Terra, the capital of the Outer Empire, was under siege. Valerius III, the Emperor of the Empire, refused to surrender. The custom of the Outer Empire of not conscripting commoners had been broken on that day. So we're having common themes of customs being broken in empires. Looks over at Dark Deity for a moment. Okay, anyway. The conscripted Outer Empire subjects were called Outer Templars. If it weren't for you, I would have ended up an old farmer. The conscripted warriors were waged guerrilla war against Karasunian, damaging them from everywhere. Of all the Templari, Ben Schneider's Templari grew as the biggest companion of Templars, becoming a private military company, hanged clown after the World War. You should have just farmed. Even after Templars have shown remarkable results, as this siege, I'm gonna guess that's supposed to be, under Terra had been protracted, Valerius III assembles all soldiers to the capital. To end the everlasting war, the Emperor had chosen the all-out war. However, Ben Schneider ignored his call from his Emperor, marching with his soldiers to Garter via the Ashen Sea. Even to this day, I think that Garter landing operation was an imprudent operation. You see, life is a gamble. If it was an all-out war, World War would have ended 3 years earlier, no matter who won. But if we were to fight them fair and square, the Templars would have been treated as bullet baits for the Knights. There were few ESP users in Templar, and we only had conventional weapons. ESP being like the blood life, the bloodline of the various things. Basically, if you were to compare this to like Fire Emblem 3 Houses, the crest system in that game is what ESP is in this game. Where if you have ESP, congratulations, you're probably important. It's still a crazy idea to go toward the Ashen Sea full of wooden vessels. If there was at least one ship on patrol that day, or a report from Fisher nearby, your plan would have been failed. You have defeated the Rose Brigade in a worse situation, a gambler just like me. I personally think that your disguise as Outer Knights during your attack on Garter was even more insane. No way, my plan was much more feasible. Garter landing operation. This is the Ben Schneider thing, I'm guessing. Peggy remembers the day thousands of soldiers coming from the Ashen River. It took Peggy by surprise, but she did not believe that an army of untrained commoners can fight properly. However, it took her merely a week to retreat from Garter. There are those that common sense doesn't apply. I've lost too many to understand that phrase. Severance of the supply line that reaches the southern front of the Outer Empire. Collapse of the eastern front, which was keeping the eastern alliance in check. After 2 months, the Eastern Alliance declares to join the war to suppress the expansion of Karis Union. The war was on the brink of victory, but due to the landing operation, Peggy had to take responsibility for the failure. Peggy's military merit she gained by conquering Garter came back as punishments. This painting is disgusting the more I look. Well, at least to me. Thought it was worth bringing you here. So it's time to get into the subject. I'll take you to a place that you'll enjoy more. To the fucking casino, kids. Welcome. Very enjoyable. This place doesn't seem enjoyable to you. You must be very peculiar. I see, we have different taste. As Ben pulls the lever on the slot machine, Peggy sat still, silently. I like how it's different, but looks extremely similar to the Starbucks coffee logo. Wait, that's a clown! That's a fucking clown! Yeah, the sound of lever cranking echoes in the empty slot machine parlor. Do you run this place? No way I'll put my hands in such troublesome business. I rented the place to meet you. Don't tell me that you thought I would take you to my safe house. I'm not interested in your rat hole. Out of context, that's fucking hilarious. Rat hole. So why did you look for me? You have been very conspicuous in your little district last year. Thanks to you, we have been busy. It's all because you guys are hiding too much. Besides, it wasn't a war. Conspicuous? That was the least I expected from you. You're growing old. You should think of retiring. Right, I am turning 70 next year. I take retirement dear. I am not going to end up my latter years behind the bars. If you would take my request, Valhalla and the 3 biggest powers won't be wanting you. You'll be able to live a new life in Valhalla. That is ridiculous. For the last 20 years, they have been wanting me dead. I wonder what has gotten in them. I also don't understand why they're doing you a favor. A place for a warmonger like you is a prison. Alright, I see. So what is this request you're trying to make me do? I have a feeling this is the thing that, Okay, we're back to Giselle's old company. During Black Barrel's business team's regular conference, the news of Ben Schneider having a spot in Woodwall District was confirmed. Personal Escort Team 1, Team Leader Sindo Akira. Are you going to leave this man be? Public Education Team 2, Team Leader Letty Swift. He is outside our jurisdiction area. They started all this madness in our area. It began from here, so we can intervene in their name and dispatch our business trip. Why do you want to get involved so much? It's their job. Intelligence Collection Team 3, Team Leader Xiaolang Li. All we know for now is that Ben Schneider still lives. We don't know where he is. Security Team 4, Team Leader David Park. In my opinion, we can leave this to Giselle. What can she do by herself? She's acting silly out of guiltiness. There are troubleshooters in that district too. They lost. They were cute. They lost. Corporate Education Team 5, Team Leader Ernest Wilkins. That's not as easy as spoken. It's the war hero, Ben Schneider. The results won't change. And about Nilos that Giselle entered, it is merely an upstart that the government has been advertising aggressively. Because we are solely responsible for dismantlement of at least 2 big major gangs at this point. I think calling us an upstart is kind of an understatement. But that's just me. If a team of only 10 men could neutralize Ben Schneider, Team 9 would have done it last year. External Affairs Team 6, Team Leader Heidi Johansson. Dispatch our business trip, what you name it. Don't forget that's Team 6 that has to go arrest Ben Schneider. I don't want to get involved in a little thing. Little thing? It's my frank opinion as a Team 6 leader. Both of you, cut it out. You're arguing at every conference. Cybercrime Team 7, Team Leader Xiaoyu Li. She fucking spoke earlier. Why didn't you? Okay, never mind. The boss here seems like the apprentice in Team 9. Is the boss of the last former apprentice in Team 9? You're right, it's Albus. You didn't know? He's been on television for a while. It was a thing in the office. Whoa, I didn't know that at all. For background, Albus used to be part of was an apprentice in Black Pearl. Then, when he got his training year done, he decided to take his final troubleshooter exam with a company called Arwal, which helped him become an official troubleshooter. Anyway, there's Kylie on the team too. What? Really? Yeah. Huh. Why is this company ranked Iron but is taking the mission of security rank Mithril? Chow, stop it. You'll get us in trouble if you let the government backtrack while you hack into security rank. What? Do you think I'd let them? Special Crime Team 8, Team Leader Sergei Vladimir. Jesus Christ, these names are fucking wild. Tell you don't. I feel like it is a custom of every Russian-sounding person or name to either have a scar on their face or look vaguely like Eminem. And this guy has a scar on the face, thing. Don't recall how mad the boss was last time? That was my fault. It was Xiao Long's. Thanks. Xiao Yu, it was yours. So are you just gonna sit here and watch? Here, I understand you're holding a grudge against Ben Schneider. I would be too if I lost my people. But private matters should not affect official matters, especially during the conference. We should not mix the two. Kira, I'm sorry to say this, but I also think it's their job to deal with. Let's stop talking about a subject we can't put our hands on and continue with the conference. Please proceed, Sergei. Next topic is Vendetta, as we're expanding its territory in our jurisdiction area. Ooh, Vendetta! That's the thing. Meanwhile, Giselle time. Ray followed Giselle to work outside of the office. As she began to work in the company, she hadn't had the chance to visit Main Street on weekday mornings. I can tell that people are happier than before. 3 years, 6 months since she first came to Windwall District. Even in the early morning, there were menacing people in the main street. Once in a while, civilians had to drop their eyes before they catch their attention. Sal, I think we return to where we have passed. You're right. Isn't it meaningless to look after the same place over and over? Sal continued asking questions to shop owners, local people in Gold Hand Avenue. Sir, do you know a place where suited people gather up? What is that suited? What would they wear? Naked? He could just say he doesn't know. Ray frowns at the old man as he grumbles and answers irrelevantly. Sir, have a nice lunch. Sal hands over the man of ill. Sal? I think I remember. I've grown out of my memories. Sal hands over the old man another vill. Right, I remember. There are lots of people in suits around the art gallery. Wasn't that old man? I thought he was making up stories. Very surprised that Giselle dragged information out from an old grumbling man. Giselle, is this information credible? I don't know. What if he was lying? So be it. Ray's been thinking of Giselle as a composed and reasonable person. But you gotta understand what Giselle did. It was beyond her comprehension. Yeah, she is beyond everyone's fucking comprehension. Do people from the art gallery frequent this restaurant? I don't understand what you mean by people from the art gallery. Well, should give him a bill again? That'd be quite a spend. Really? Giselle stares at manager of the restaurant unpleasantly. I don't know who you're looking for, but if I disturb you, I'm sorry. No need to be. After all, what kind of place is this? Why is she mad all of a sudden? Strange woman comes and picks on me from this early morning. What a day. Why is she behaving like that? Giselle's investigation that Ray did not understand continued on, and a week has passed. Giselle? Yes? You're looking for the clown masked ones, right? Yes. Maybe they're not allowed in this place? Gold Hand Avenue is the safest place in Windwall District. Ray didn't think that this place would be the criminals' hideout. Most of the people haven't seen them, and the majority of the information is fragmentary. I think we should investigate Magenta Street. I mean, they did like corner the last of the White Tiger Gang in Magenta Street, so that would make sense. Ray, please keep civilians away from the fight. Huh? There. Those are the visitors we've been looking for. Visitors? Oh, the fucking clowns! They're back!
Those girls should be the ones that were looking after us lately. Oh, pretty girls. Whoever's first gonna take them all. Hey, that's nonsense. Show some respect to your elders. Bullshit to respect your elders. You'll have to compete against me.
Fucking hell. Giselle, you're going to explain this to me later, will you? Do you need an explanation? I would appreciate it. Frankly speaking, I don't understand what's going on. But I see that you must have intended it. Yes. First things first, let's get rid of these dogs. Alright. Alright, so it's the Giselle and Rayhauer. Also, they're all melee dudes. I have a plan. Xiao Man gets to play today. I'm going to sandbag and just chuck my grenades from back here. Hello. That's right. One shot that dude. Amazing. In fear. And he's dead. Thank you, Shadow Man. Run! Take me through. So I'll chase after him. No, Ray, leave him be. Yes? We'll lure more of them in. Let's first head there. Meanwhile, Shadow Man just lingers. Shadow, let's play a scenario. If we're to fight here, I think we'll have troubles. You're absolutely right. You'll have to pay more attention.
Is it them?
Right, it's them.
I think we should bring Renzi.
Don't call Renzi. He'll start nitpicking at us. Right, I hate him doing that. You've chosen this place, right? Of course. All those questions later. Let's just neutralize him first. Oh, we have 3 dudes. I'm gonna sweep them away. I killed one. I killed the other. I guess I might not have actually need to do that. I didn't need to do that. They're fucking dead. Oh god, I can't beat them! Bring them all in the office! Bring Renzi too! So, you're gonna let them go again, right? Right, but it seems like his feelings are surprised. Let's change the spot. If they bring in more people, we won't be able to handle them. I'll make sure that doesn't happen. Let's head there this time. Okay. Fucking hell. I thought they returned soon. I guess I'm wrong. They must be confused. They'll be alright. I mean, if they come back in a bundle, we won't be able to fight them. If that's the case, we should ask for help. If we ask for help after they come, won't it be too late? And what if they're on dispatch? So be it then. Should I ask for help now? If you request for more people in advance and they arrive early, clowns won't show themselves. Now I see. The investigation you've been doing was a bait to lure them out. Best way to lure out the ones hiding in their rat holes. Doing nice you told me in advance. Is it them?
Yes, Renzi. Those are the 2 women. Punish them, Renzi.
You must get your ass kicked. I can't believe you guys have made all this mess only because of 2 girls.
No, Renzi. We did our best.
Seriously, they fucking killed you.
Best. I said bring in the results, not your best.
He's starting to nag again. Can't this man talk without nagging? Fucking hell.
Well, Renzi seems
to move to the art gallery plaza. Damn. He's advertising we are hiding around here all over the place. What should we do, eh? Guess it's too late to undo what has been done. Everybody, we'll head to the plaza. And we will take the target Forensi's team can put their hands on. Yes, sir. I'll call the police our company. Don't call the police. Town's turn around if a mission pops up in the mission control panel. They must have a means to check the mission panel. Alright, they'll contact Albus. I already did. Huh? We can't call one by one in emergency. They'll chose their phones array. I have sent an emergency call to our location to all team members. Someone will come. Alright, we should hold our position till then. Fuck. This match out time is 999. Actually, these 999 will be cancelled. Alright, so that's weird. We know they're from this direction. What I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to go here. I'll put that there.
좋은 선택이야.
Alright, got a shitty sniper rifle that I can probably break into parts. Oh, Renzi's here. Fuck. Alright. New plan. Well, we could almost kill Renzi. But we did make him mad. And he has final resistance. This does not bode well.
다음 목표는 누구로 할까?
I'll have her Overwatch. No, Renzi. Alright. You.
그래, 도망쳐봐.
Oh. Just keep barring from here. Y'all will keep sniping random people.
한 방이면
Because she's
충분할
all just fucking great. Haha! Slipped away, mother. Oh, dead, actually, motherfucker. You cannot kick the dragon. In fact,
나쁘지 않아.
we're gonna kill that guy as close to us. Goodbye. Ow. The fool. Dick. That is not good. Well, our action time is going to be coming soon.
조금 더 거세게 사용해주면
Fuck.
좋겠는데.
What a mess. Hence, I think that troubleshooter saw back then. Has the police dispatched? No, I haven't checked the mission panel. Oh, lately there were some people that are looking for us. Hey, who's related to them? Chester. Renzi and Wade are both engaged. I think we won't be able to ignore this. It's a matter of time before the police notices. It'd be best if we retreat. Go for retreat, they'll pursue on. I guess I'll have to fight today. What should we do, Hanson? Alright then. Listen up, we're gonna take them down. Never get injured. Yes, sir. Over here. And everyone else fucking gets in here. Hell yes. That's right, shoot a dirty ion cannon at them, and then get knocked out. Fuck. And he's afraid. Everyone else is down there. We are going to start with the shenanigans. You.
맡겨줘. 내 선택을 후회할 리 없잖아.
And dead. And he crit hit the one that was in the smoke. Awesome.
빗나가지 않는다.
Fuck your block.
내 서류 일시.
No.
내 서킥.
That's great. Just no. You're not allowed to move, sir.
알겠습니다.
Oh shit. No. No.
진작 포기했으면 좋잖아.
That'll just keep us in smoke and healed. Yes, thems are fighting words. My god. Plus, you could probably solo some dudes. There they are. That's Ice Mist. Probably don't want to stand in that, honestly. I'll move Anne over here.
지금 달려가요.
I'll make her act sooner when that time comes. You. I'm probably going to engage with the enemy right there. there's Hanson. Fuck off, Hanson. You're not gonna kick Alyssa's ass today. Okay, you are gonna kick her ass today. Never mind. Fuck. God. Alright. No. Well, that was worth it. Onward.
대체할 시간이 없습니다.
That was weird. Well, we know where the remaining 3 are, and Latin is nowhere near the action at this point. Here's Haitian for that matter, but they're all over there.
내 총구가 가리키는 방향이다.
I can at least move in and kill Irene.
내가 먼저 간다.
There's Latin. Alright.
제가 가겠습니다.
There are those clowns. Literally. No. Of course they're massive. And Sion dodged like a champ. Twice.
나쁘지 않아.
Here's my boomer spray. That will, I'll see if that's good for, Ray later. But for now. And they're both blind.
날 건드릴 수 없어.
They think you're gonna fuck up Sion that easily? No.
난 가고 싶은 건꼭 하나다.
Absolutely not. Haha! That mind I left worked early now. Alright, I guess we're gonna bicycle kick over. Ha! No. He's not allowed to act. A year ago, Universal District. Black Pearl eliminates a criminal cartel skull. And holy shit, this music returns. Jesus. A fallen legend. 3 months after the elimination of Skull. No way. Cube. A mission to escort Skull Lord, the leader of Skull, to the HPD in Odin. Get prepared for an attack from the Skull remnants. The police, Black Pearl's personal escort Team 1 and Criminal Case Team 9 that captured Skull Lord have been engaged in a mission. Okay, what's wrong? Due to the cold wave that struck the camera that was relaying from the spot, Giselle, who was in the office, couldn't grasp the situation of the site. Kate, what's with this frost? What's happening? Giselle, we lost contact of all the people out at the site. What about you? Can't you reach them from here? There? Black Pearl's command group was puzzled by the sudden connection lost. Giselle, we failed the mission. The escort prisoner, Skull Lord, is killed. Most of our team also died or got injured bad. With Kate's quivering voice, the scene of the frozen city and the destroyed escort vehicle is transmitted to the command group. We have finished the request. Good, Sanson. Take care of the rest too. Ben looks around to see the frozen area around him, and he stares at Gube, who has fallen after making this situation. He pulled a stunt at the last. Pardon? At the last moment, he acted like he was carrying out his last attack. Instead, he froze all means of transportation around here. I can see. He realized he can't defeat us, so he tried to hold us back. It's funny there is someone who can act like this these days. Should I kill him? Leave him be. He won't last long. We have to show mercy to the remnants. Yes, sir. Our hero of World War, Ben Schneider. A criminal wanted by Valhalla and the three biggest powers. The ambush conducted by Ben was recorded as a security rank mithril by Valhalla's government. Why the fuck is Crab Rave party music back? Fuck! Oh, and Giselle and Alyssa went out of action, so they need a stiff drink when they get home. We grab stuff, hooray. Meanwhile, Giselle and Kylie, complete total fucking opposites, are here. How was my payday today? Congrats, payday today. Bonus, always! That way I don't have to bring her to drink. Payday's approaching. And okay. Currently got start content, everything's changed, just some amount of stuff. All this stuff needs to fucking go. Alright, so... yes, they are a small team. I'd say they're pretty good. Dandelion. Found some things. And stuff. Oh. Got headgear. Okay, that's the thing. That's the end of the content they developed for now. Alright, so... now, because Anne is fully happy, we do not need her in this group. Everyone gets a beer. And savory nut. Oh! Okay. Guess everyone gets a cup of wine free time. I don't fucking know what that's supposed to mean, but okay. Analysts and Giselle are motivated enough, I guess. Just God. Okay. Tengu Man did pretty okay. And Xiaoman also Xiaoman also did pretty okay. He can now add stuff to his arsenal. Gravity Pulse. Awesome. We don't have anything that goes here. We just have this. Oh, right. And we can give him a mastery. Let's see. This. Well, if I just said fuck poison. There we go. Alright. Oh yeah, it does say Kylie is the leader because there is a nebulous second function. Second place we can actually travel to for in-between missions. Which is Shooter Street. You can go out here to do funny things. Like walk. And find many a strange shop out here. I have a lot of Vil, so yeah. Come on, load up. Anyway, welcome to Shop Hell. Luckily for us, the buildings will reveal the inside if we happen to be above. Hey, a search stand. Yeah, you can also see other people that are playing the game while you're out here. Like, there's a random person here. His name is Rude. Or their company's name is Rude, rather. Amazing. Just riveting stuff, man. You can also keep Beast here, I guess, if you really want to. Manage the Beast. Obedient, obedient, obedient. Dangerously low obedience. And Toadman is still a legend. Here's Toadman. Gave him a red flower for some reason. This is the face of a Toadman. Right here. I gave him all the kinds of skin. Just so he does not just so he kind of just resists everything that comes his way. Is how he do. Also, roster. Ray. So you look at everyone's synergies here. So, we're going to review everyone's relationships with each other. So I bonded Sion, Irene, and Nan to Albus. It's easier getting friendship points with Sion in that case. Every time Irene rescues as a citizen, friendship increases. And her friendship involving all of the official dudes, which would be Alyssa, Letton, Kylie, and Giselle, increases by a certain amount. Anyway, if you give Sion money, Albus, his friendship towards Albus increases. People can feel one way or the other about other people. We'll see a massive difference at a later point here. His friendship towards I increases quite quickly. And just friendship with Albus just increases more, generally speaking. If you decide to be a weirdo and give someone a mission by themselves, bad things happen. Also, he's bonded with 4 people, including Ray. If people rescue citizens, her friendship towards them increases. She builds better bonds with Sion and Albus. And if someone does not wear a fucking shirt to the job, I'm looking at you, Haixing. You don't wear a fucking shirt. His friendship doesn't increase quite as much. I still got it pretty high, but still, it doesn't increase quite as much. Just wear a fucking shirt, Haixing. It's not hard. If she is not knocked out, her friendship increases towards everyone that's with her. If she gets tired, bad things happen. Irene's friendship points with her increases fucking dramatically. And also with Haixing. Because Haixing repaired her fox charm. Haixing, his only trait is his family is Alley. So that people from Alley are Ray and Letton. That's fucking it. He can do other things, but you know. Her family is also Alley, so friendship towards them increases. It does not increase very much with Kylie for reasons. For plot. And if she is, and her friendship increases with Giselle pretty decently. I like that. Giselle doesn't increase stuff that quickly with Albus. But it cannot go below the step that's below friendly, so it cannot go below neutral. I'm surprised I don't have her bonded with anyone. That's weird. Oh, they can establish a bond! Alright. I guess they can have a bond together for some reason. I'm gonna do cover for the hell of it. And also, she can't bond with these two yet. Although the intent is to have her bond with, like, these two. Anyway, Kylie. She just does not fucking like Giselle. It does not increase. At all. Also, she can only buy 2 people, which would be Haixing and Ray that I have currently. Letton's family is Alley. He can bond with multiple people if he wants to. He just punches. He's a Sagittarius for some fucking reason. Okay. Bianca's also a Sagittarius. She cannot lose her building with Alyssa. And also, she didn't have a good first impression of Albus, so her just stuff doesn't increase all that quickly with him. That's why her bar is still small. Whereas Albus's is decent. And she cannot lose friendship points with Bianca. If only Albus had more bonds, she'd be able to bond with him probably. I guess my thing is going to be, I tried to get her to bond with her and maybe Latin or something. Anyway, that is that. Return time. We're going to go back to the Silver Lining. Being here is weird. I don't know if anyone else is playing this game, but I'm going to check. Because lols. Nope, I'm the only one playing this game. Okay. Korea must be either sleeping or still elsewhere. Anyway, I think I'm going to see about Ringlu. Because contractual obligation does not look appealing right now. I might just try it, actually. The only one that is streaming under contractual obligation is the one that I said I will never raid again. So, we're going to go elsewhere. Fucking Apex Legends, Valorant, Dead by Daylight, first I'll never raid again, Apex. God! This is something else. Okay. Clerk Squad, maybe? Dead by Daylight. Okay. They're not live. This is something else. I guess I type random shit into here until I find somebody that is a stream boy. Anyway. I have an outro plan. I'm going to immediately mute whatever's happening here. And look at people that are currently live that is on my follow list. Alright. I got it. I believe you had me raid this person once before, L. We're going over it again. To D Jiggy. Thank you for stopping by to stream today, people, everyone. I hope to see y'all again. Y'all have a good night, and I'm gonna come at you tomorrow morning. I think I'm actually gonna do Disgaea tomorrow morning. I said I was gonna do it today, yesterday, but I kind of had a weird mind slip thing, and it's like, eh. So yeah, Disgaea 5 tomorrow morning. Even stream, not sure what that's gonna be yet. Anyway, see you on your side. And now we end stream. Next time, Disgaea 5.